and live and in color. Woo!
Hey guys.
What's going on? What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition. Let me just say, welcome to the last edition of Friday Night Live. I mean, it is the final Friday. And you're going, what? The final Friday? Well,
And I think we're having technical issues.
we're having technical issues on our end. I hope it's not on your end because it's sucking really bad on our end. I done reset and everything, so I don't know what to do, but welcome to Friday Night Live, the last edition of Friday Night Live. I don't know how many people got to see last night's episode of Thirsty Thursday. I mean, we talked about it last night, but tonight's our last one, ain't no doubt.
Which is a good thing.
I mean, our Thirsty Thursday was a way for us to give back to the cruising community and to allow the entertainers to. We are in front of a cruise ship. You like this cruise? I mean, hey, but yeah, our Thirsty Thursday was our way of giving back to the cruising community, allow the cruise entertainment to have a place to perform and maybe make up some tips. But, we're going back cruising, guys. We're going back cruising. The carnival entertainers are going back to work. Brad Alexander, he's on a cruise ship right now, and he's quarantined because they got to quarantine before they let any of the guests get on that cruise ship. So he's going to be on one of those that's going to be starting up before long. And our friend Steve Dukes, he's ready to get on a cruise ship as well. And we raised money to help out Russell Blues, our piano man.
He's supposed to be crossing all his T's and dotting his I's right now.
Exactly. He told me he got his vaccines, that he's working to get all the paperwork ready. All that money, he wanted me to tell everyone, thank you from the bottom of his heart. I mean, it has helped him out tremendously. So thank you again for, giving to our cause last week. So, man, I love you. But, whoo, Mary Ellen Dillon, I'm not sure what cruise ships they're going to be on. I do not know exactly which ones they're going to be on, but we know that they're going to be on cruise ships. And that gets back to the reason why we're doing away with the Friday Night Live. Everybody's getting back to work and going out and going, to restaurants and bars and movie theaters and hanging out with friends and family and all that kind of thing. So, we wanted to cut back on our lives because, well, we want to get out there and do the exact same thing when we can. So, of course, so we said, we're going to cut back. And then we said, well, we'll just do instead of doing our entertainment on Thirsty Thursday, we'll just make it our live night. And so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do it for 1 hour each Thirsty Thursday. We'll do trivia. We'll do, what we do like we would on a Friday night, hanging out with friends and that kind of thing. And we'll go from there and see what's what. You know, we've been doing this Friday Night Live for over a year now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we started out with the Spikers, our friends down in Florida, and doing all that. But hey, all good things must come to an end. But you will still have the Coos Cruisers. I always say Coos. The Coos Cruisers at 8 o'clock on on Friday nights at 8 o'clock. You'll have Honey. He's starting back up at 9 o'clock on Friday nights. I mean, you've got us and more. You've got Down Under Cruisers. You got our friends, Two Traveling Tour at 11 o'clock on Friday night. So there's still going to be plenty to watch on a Friday night. So let's see who's in the chat, baby. Tell me who's in the chat.
Nautical Nurse Nancy.
Woo! Love me some Nautical Nurse Nancy. She is awesome for sure.
Two Traveling
Tour. We're going to be hanging out with them in a couple of weeks. Yes. Alaska.
Ruby Johnson.
Ruby Johnson, welcome in. I don't know if I recognize that name, but welcome in, Ruby Johnson.
Looking at some banners, so back and forth.
Yeah.
MGM
Family Travel. You know, we like Bill and Lucy. I believe Lucy's going to be on the Virgin Cruise with us. Right, Lucy? Bill's not going to be able to go.
What?
He started a new job. I think Lucy's going to be with her sister, if I'm not mistaken. But I may be wrong.
Lucy, do I need to bring some things from work? Like, if you pass out or something, I can drag you back? Just
She don't. Well, she has been known to.
We've all been. No, well, not everybody, but
everybody.
We have.
I'm saying we've all been known to drink a little too much. Well, most of us. Ford man, a.k.a. Kenneth Oaks. What's going on, my friend?
Rob, cruising on high seas.
Hey, Rob. Welcome in.
Just Dave.
Dave, what's going on, my friend?
Princess Paula Bell.
Oh, new here. Welcome. Like we're saying, hey, we're not going to be doing Friday nights at 7, but we will be doing a Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So if you can, please check us out there.
Joyce Harder.
Joyce.
We love Mike and Joyce.
I hope they're doing well.
Absolutely.
Ain't no doubt. Mike and Joyce. I mean, I can't remember what was it probably the Degenerate Polo. Yeah. That we saw her on there. She's talking junk to Mr. Ronnie Gillett.
Imagine.
Big Daddy. I hear you.
Cheryl Rosinski.
Oh, man.
Aaron Smith.
Oh, Princess Paul just lost a dear friend this past week.
We've
had
a lot of people.
It seems like
the last 2 weeks.
Yes, a friend of ours, his mother passed away. She was a go-getter up until she was 73. A go-getter.
On her 70th birthday, she skydived.
70th birthday, she jumped out of an airplane. She crazy, and she had a Hawaiian cruise booked in November. Unfortunately, she's not going to be able to go. She passed away. But our daughter-in-law's grandmother passed away as well. And I had a friend, an old friend.
She was in her late 60s.
She was in her late 60s.
Entirely too young.
I had an old work associate that passed away at the same time as well. It's been a rough week. Mary Ellen Dillon. I saw Mary Ellen Dillon.
Tyler Show.
What's going on, Tyler? Hope you're doing well.
Mary Ellen Dillon. We're going to be hanging out soon.
Alaska. Yes, Alaska. Who else we got in the house? Of course, Miss Nautical Nurse Nancy. Yes, we're hanging out in front of a cruise ship. This is the Carnival Miracle. We're going to be on that cruise ship for long. Miss Marla Stewart's in here. What's going on,
Glad
girl?
to see you again.
Absolutely.
See you. I don't really see you.
Well, I mean, you're in the chat. You're here. You're hanging out with us. We love you. That's right. Who else? That's one thing. Oh, yep. We caught up. All right. So good. So, Miss Lucy, she from MGM Family Travel, she brought a point today. if you're a travel agent, there's a great deal that's going on right now for travel agents. Carnival is trying to fill up some of these ships that are going out. If you're vaccinated and you're a travel agent, you can get awesome deals. I mean, the one that come out today was like $99 per person for a balcony on the Mardi Gras next weekend. A 7-day cruise. Can we do it?
Nope.
No, we can't do it. We can't take part of it.
I have to work the weekend, which means there's no way I'm getting off. And then I have to ask off 30 days in advance.
Absolutely.
Now, I might, if it was just a couple of days of the week, I might be able to find, hey, can you switch my schedule? And maybe I'll work 2 extra days of overtime. I can usually make deals and stuff, but for the weekend, there's no one else that can do charge.
Can't do it. I see the traveling Gilberts are in here. Welcome in. What the heck? What is this mess you speaking? Yes, we're just giving up our Friday night live, but we're going to be doing it on Thursdays. We won't have the carnival entertainers that we've been having, but we are still going to go live. It's going to be on a Thursday night. This allows you to, go out to eat and, get ready for the lives that come on, like at 8 or 9 or 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock on a Friday night. So we're not going away. We're just changing up a little bit. But, oh, Lord, Miss Marla Stewart, thank you. Thank you. Big supporter. Marla's a big supporter. She is, whether she's supporting us by being in our chats or giving,
send us a gift bag.
We gave that out one night. And that was awesome. Our friends, the traveling shorts. Six traveling shorts got that. Absolutely. And of course, I think we do. Super chat.
Super chat.
It was.
I gotta hook that up.
I gotta do something else, don't I? I gotta do something different. But thank you, Miss Marla, for that super chat.
I like the woo better.
Yeah, I should have done the woo. Woo! I have to work on it. Since I'm not working 2 shows, I can work enough stuff out for the 1 show, right? Oh, Lord, Jenny R. Cooper.
We'll talk about that later.
You call us later and let us know about Wayne, okay? We won't get into the chat, but what? What are you saying, Ron?
He's saying that's a good deal. He's saying that's a good
deal. Yeah, I know it. Travel agent, $99 a person for the balcony. Now, of course, you had to pay for the fees and the
taxes, fees, port expenses, and gratuities.
Right, you had to pay for that. But $99 for a balcony is
pretty good.
That's better than our Alaska cruise.
And Alaska was good.
And we got a great deal on Alaska. I mean, oh my goodness. Traveling with Nick P. Woo! Welcome in. Traveling Gilbert says, Fridays without y'all is like Bowling Springs Kool-Aid without vodka. Great Goose vodka at that, right?
Can't do that.
I know it, guys. I mean, we've been a part of the Friday night lineup for over a year now. But I just thought that with everybody going back to work and, at that time when we started,
nobody could go anywhere.
Nobody could go anywhere. So, we're going to be on Thursday nights. We'll be there on Thursday nights. It's a later time frame. It gives people, in different time zones a little time to get, like Ronnie, he can get out there and get his steps in and still be able to watch us on Thursday night. And we're going to be 9 to 10 p.m. So, we're not staying up real late. You can still get up and go to work the next day, and you can hang out with us. It'll be good times for sure. 2 Traveling Tour, thank you. No
Can't
doubt.
wait to hang out.
Cannot wait to hang out. And yes, absolutely. Hit those thumbs up. What's Miss Nancy saying? She's saying, cannot believe that TA did. I know it. Ain't that something, right? I wish we could take advantage of it. If we could take advantage of that, I mean, that would be flipping awesome. But
with my job, it's hard.
It's hard for her because
a lot of the deals, it's hard to take advantage
Well,
of.
they come at the, you got to get it. You got to get it then. She has to ask off at least 30 days in advance. And
And like I said, sometimes I can make
can maneuver.
deals with the devil and say, can we switch this and do this? And I'll work a little extra to compensate. I mean, I usually have to pay the piper for it, but
we're already going to have to do that.
weekends are a no-go.
Yeah, weekends, that's always. Spikers, our friend, the Spikers are here. They said they're on the phone, so that means they keep tagging, but they are here. So holler out to the Spikers. Great people. Like I said, we started out with the Spikers. They said, hey, come on our live and be a part of our live. And, that's where it all started. It's their fault, guys. It's their fault. They got us hooked on this live thing, but we're still, like I said, we're still going live. It's just going to be on a different night. What you see?
I just seen Two Traveling Tour. Without a doubt, this cruise is going to be a ton of fun.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I know excited. It will be. I mean, we got Dewey Ski, we got Mary Ellen Dillon, we got Neil and Kim, Two Traveling Tour. It's going to be fun.
Absolutely.
I mean, we've not hung out with Miss Mary Ellen Dillon yet, but she seems like a lot of fun. And we done hung out with Dewey and Neil and Kim. We know they're fun. We know they are.
A couple times now.
Oh yeah, a couple times. And we've hung out with we've hung out with Joyce Harder, Joyce and Mike. They're a ton of fun. Spikers are a ton of fun.
Nautical Nurse Nancy
and Awesome Anthony are a ton of fun. Ain't no doubt. We can't wait till we get to meet the Traveling Guilds.
Yep.
That's
definitely at the top of mine.
That's top of our list. That's it. The people we want to meet for sure. Ain't no doubt. Anything we missed that you see we need to. Yeah, Spiker saying, great times, but it's time consuming. It is time consuming sometimes, to do these lives.
Well, and even if it's not time consuming, it's just an hour, but sometimes it takes up your whole night being a little time consuming. And then, you can't really schedule. Sometimes I have to tell my grandbabies, I'm sorry, you can't come tonight because we're going live. And that's heartbreaking.
So,
we like to see the grandbabies whenever we can.
Miss Mary Helen Dillon said, I'm not sure if I can keep up with y'all, but I'll try. You don't have to keep up with us. Just hang out with us and just call, say, hey, take these drunk people back to the room. Put them in a wheelchair. Oh, yeah, Miss Joyce, we'd love to do a cruise.
Well, I'm not going to mention names, but one of my friends on here told me you're not to fall asleep in the strange areas or they limit your alcohol. I'm not saying who. I'm just saying don't fall asleep on parts of the ship. Don't lay your head down.
Oh, now I know who you're talking about. Because they might lock you in the room.
Lock you in the room and cut off your alcohol for 24 hours.
Nah, I hope we don't. I don't think we're going to get.
We never have on a cruise ship.
We don't.
We probably drank a little more of the all-inclusive.
Yeah, we would.
Because we're not limited.
But then we start earlier.
But we start a lot earlier in the day.
But I seen somebody said, what kind of excursions are you doing for Alaska? Now, Alma and Kim were talking about that last night. Did we come up with anything? I know she had
we're still looking. We really want to go whale watching. That's
whale
probably
watching,
on bucket list kind of thing. Let's go see some whales. So that's where I'm headed. They mentioned up a river in a boat.
I don't know what y'all were talking about last night. Something about you said something about floating down a river, and I'm like, I'm not getting in no inner tube and floating down a river in Alaska. No, not that kind of floating.
She said it's in a boat.
I know it, so I'm not sure exactly what that was, but we definitely got to figure out what we're going to do, right? Ain't no doubt. Neil saying, yeah, what Ronnie said. It's not about keeping up. It's about just having fun. Miss Cheryl Rosinski, what's going on? She said she did whale watching in Juneau. It was great. Awesome.
I would like to do the whale watching.
I think if we're going to do one, I think it's going to be the whale watching.
And we can do more than one. We look. There wasn't. I don't know, a lot of the excursions, and this is not just Alaska, this is every cruise we go on, a lot of the excursions you look at, it's like, I mean, you kind of balance
You
what
try
you're
to-
doing with the price, and
Because some of them were very, very
the
expensive.
Alaska excursions
right?
are very expensive.
I mean,
like
I
just
think
your
some-
excursions could cost you more than the trip did. I mean,
Oh yeah, ain't no doubt about that. I mean, I seen some, and it's like I'd love to do that. You know, them ones you taking you on, you fly in a helicopter, go on top of the doggone.
it only costs
glacier.
$500, but you can do it.
Yeah, it was very expensive. I'm like, man, I just ain't got that kind of money. But
And I'm
it would
not
be
exactly
freaking
packing to
awesome.
be on a glacier.
Well, I don't want to be that cold. I really don't.
This trip, we've talked about Alaska several times, and I usually have been the one that's like, I don't want to do Alaska.
Yeah, she's not.
Because I'm more of a Caribbean girl. I like
Wales,
the
Wales.
island, the drink in a hand and bathing suit and water. That's more me. Ronnie's wanted to do Alaska for a while.
Well, it's like a bucket list
And
thing.
I love my baby.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, it's a bucket list item. I mean, this might be the only time we ever go to Alaska. I can't see us because we're more into warm weather type things. And so this is going to be like a one-time thing. I know talking with Two Traveling Tour, they scheduling up again that Egypt trip. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it or not, though. They thinking next November. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to make that.
I think I'm still in kind of wait and see mode as it pertains to COVID, because every time you book something that you do everything that's required to be able to go, and then it gets canceled because of COVID. And so I'm still in kind of wait and see for that. And we waited on booking these cruises. We were pushing it, and not wanting to book a cruise until, because like I said, we had to jump up our whole life to make things, childcare, taking the days off. Ronnie's trying to find a job.
We don't know where we're going to be on that thing, but
still trying to find a house.
Yeah. Ryan Donahue, welcome in. He said he could only stay for a minute. Just want to stop by. Thank you. No doubt. Glad you could. Yeah. That's right. No doubt. Glad you could be here. But yeah, I mean, Mary Ellen, she said the temperature hadn't been bad up there this week. I seen that. Somebody was talking about it. Nice weather up there. So, I mean, definitely. And Neil saying, the glacier looking gorgeous. And that, I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, the pictures I see and things, I mean, it's beautiful up there. Can't wait to get up there. I got me some binoculars. So, I mean, hopefully I can see a whale out there. If we're going through there, maybe see some bears or.
I don't want to see a bear.
I do. I want to see, as long as I'm
on a boat.
On the boat.
Yeah, he's not going to swim to us.
I don't want to be right beside him.
I don't want to be hiking and stumble up on
him. No, I don't want to do that. I know. You're right, Miss Mary Ellen. Once I find a job, then I got to get vacation time.
That's actually been that's a big thing with us. He's like, I want to go to work. And I understand he's not worked in 5 years. I understand.
I ain't worked in 5 years.
I want to go to work. But my thing is
almost 6 years.
I don't want him to find a job that prevents. Vacationing, cruising, that makes us happy, and I don't want him to find a job that prevents us. It's already hard enough for me to get off. But a job that prevents us from taking our vacations and
I agree, and that's the reason why I've been selective here. I've been trying to put in for remote jobs and teaching jobs, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, I mean, I get a lot of no, you're not right for this job type letters, or somebody just not even contacting me back. Unfortunately, because I don't have the experience. I got the education, just not the experience as far as teaching, because a lot of them want teaching experience. So I ain't got there yet.
I'm not in much hurry for him to go to work. I mean, we do fine on my salary.
And we have. Beach, please. What's going on?
When he goes to work, am I going to have to cook? Am I going to have to clean? Do I have to make my own supper? These things are not okay with me.
No doubt. So we're gonna figure something out. We will figure something out. See, yes, the Egypt trip is being worked on as we speak. We're indeed looking at November 2022. weather in Egypt won't be
It's
as
scorching hot.
Yeah, I mean, on our only thing November. I'm thinking we got that back-to-back cruise in September.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if we'd be able to swing at.
Which by that time,
Well, again, I don't know what I'm going to be doing as far as work.
my
so I don't know.
son will be going on 18,
He'll be
able to
almost
stay by
18.
himself,
Oh yeah.
and have his license in a car.
So we won't have to really worry about
child care won't be an issue.
You know, right now we're still a little up in the air. And you speaking of, what did we do today, Taylor?
Well, my poor child is really behind on getting his permit.
This COVID pandemic bull crap is.
Well, besides, even before the pandemic, they were short-staffed, backed up, appointments out, you know, just to get into class. So he got into class late, and then by the time he finishes, he's set to start his driving time.
It was the
in spring
last year,
when COVID hit.
Easter break, he was supposed to do his driving,
but COVID hit, and they
canceled all that.
So he was not able to do his driving until the following December
of this past year. So here he is fixing to turn, in December, almost fixing to turn 16. So he gets his driving in, and of course, he didn't do too good that semester at school. So the school said, you didn't do good, so you cannot get your permit yet. So we had to wait till he finished 10th grade year in May.
That was like the year before last, actually.
No, this past year.
Okay.
This year in May. Yeah. And they said, all right, you made up these classes, blah, blah, blah. You can get your letter to go get your permit. And what happens?
Where were we in May? Most of May. Stuck in the DR.
We were stuck in the DR, had to cancel his appointment. So, I mean, he kept pushing it off. And then, of course, he's a knucklehead. He won't listen to nobody. He thinks he knows everything.
I know everything. I don't have to study. He did try a little bit here the last couple of days.
2 days. He studied.
So we go today to the DMV. We had an appointment. This appointment we had to spend months waiting on because they have not allowed any walk-ins. They are allowing walk-ins now. So
this past 2 weeks, I think.
Last 2 weeks. Yeah, which happened to fall when we had our appointment. So
yeah.
They're full. I had like 10, 12 people ahead of us. One person in the DMV.
One worker.
And she told me she was only the only one there. Be patient. So which actually wasn't too bad, but we had an appointment. An hour after we were there, he got called back. He tested. He missed one too many questions. So we've got to go back in a week.
25 questions, and he missed
6.
He could only miss 5. And he was down to his last question, and he missed it. Nick P said it's 100 degrees there in Minnesota. I mean, that's crazy. That is crazy.
We were in the 90s today.
I was sitting out in the car.
It's kind of take your breath kind of hot.
Is in the car. Now, I don't know if you know this, but I found this out through driver's handbook that it gets 40 to 50 degrees hotter in a car.
I'm assuming that's with the windows open.
With the windows closed in the summertime, it can get 40 to 50 degrees hotter. Of course, Knucklehead says, I don't need to know how many degrees it gets. I just need to know it's hot. But that's not the question. So this is.
And we don't disagree with him, but it doesn't matter. All that matters is you test to learn what they're telling you.
And we said, we have been covered in thick smoke from the wildfires in Canada and California. The wind covered a lot of the upper Midwest. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. The weather's been crazy out Midwest and West. High temperatures, dry, a lot of wildfires. It's definitely crazy. I mean, got enough to worry about just regular everyday stuff, and then temperatures and all that. No doubt. Ain't no doubt. So what are y'all up to? I mean, we talked about, Nick P's talking about the weather. What's going on in your neck of the woods? What's going on? I mean, here in North Kakalaki, been hot. We did have some rain and some thunderstorms for like 3 or 4 days in a row. They just popped up. Mary Ellen says, learn it to get past the test. That's what
That's exactly right,
That's
Mary
what I
Ellen
tried
Dillon.
to tell him. I said, I don't care. You don't have to agree with the question or anything.
I've got to ask Mary Ellen Dillon a question.
You ask.
Is it Mary Ellen or is it Mary? Or is it something
What
else?
do you go by?
Yeah. What do you
You
want us to call you?
What do you, because I mean, it won't be long and we'll be hanging out with her. That's no doubt. Do we call you Mary Ellen? Mary? I'm going to finalize packing list and seeing how much I can get. It's
Mary Ellen.
All right, Mary Ellen, absolutely. Cool.
We probably will not pack until the weekend, but luckily I'm off the weekend before. Usually I work until the day before we go. So it's like I come home from work at 8 o'clock at night and we're trying to pack.
We try to get things together to pack, ahead of time, like 2 or 3 days. We'll start getting things set up to pack. But I know not to pack anything until she gets her stuff packed. That's pretty much it, because I gotta let her get everything she needs to pack, and then let's see if I can fit my stuff in there.
I got a feeling this is going to be more luggage than typical.
She's going to take more clothes than.
I don't know what to pack.
She's stressing. I don't know what to pack.
I am a Caribbean girl. I want my flip. I carry 3 pairs of shoes: a black, a silver, and flip flops, or sandals, whatever.
Mary Ellen Dillon says, how much can I get in a 50-pound suitcase? Packing for Alaska will be a little more challenging.
See, but that's by herself. She's taking one 50-pound suitcase.
Layers, Alma. You got to wear layers. That's what I tell you. Layers. I mean,
I just like shorts, and I really don't like long. I bought that long sleeve dress. I'm like, I don't really like that, but I don't know.
But she's been buying stuff left and right. Ain't no doubt about that. We went. She had to have her a new dress for the cruise because she's got to take more pictures. More pictures.
It's a nice dress.
Oh, it's a nice dress, and you got it for a good price.
It's red, strapless, flowy.
It looks good on her.
Got a little eating room in there. It's always good to have an eating room in your dresses.
Cheryl says you will live in a hoodie and leggings.
I bought a bunch of leggings. I don't even own a pair of leggings. And I bought several pair of leggings.
Yeah,
and,
she bought like 3 or 4 pairs.
Actually, this shirt I got. Look,
yeah, that's one of her newer shirts.
This one I got. It's got like a little tie on it. Just several little shirts for leggings. But I still am going to take some shorts because I wear shorts all. And we live in North Carolina, so it gets cold here. But I wear shorts all year long,
as long as I can be
unless
inside.
I go out. So I'm not convinced that I'm not going to be able to wear shorts on the ship. If
we're inside, I think we might be okay. I may be wrong, but I think we'll be okay if we stay inside. Now, we go on the Lido or something like that, we're going to be a popsicle. I can see that for sure. Jeffrey Resendez, welcome in. Glad you could be here for sure. Ain't no doubt. Let's see. Beach Boy said, what's better financially? Checking 2 50-pound luggage per person or doing laundry on the ship every 2 days?
We've never done laundry on the ship.
We've never done laundry on a ship.
He has ironed a few things.
I've ironed things. That's one reason why I don't pack ahead of time. I hate wrinkles.
And we're not too far from platinum, and you get.
I can't wait till we get platinum on the ship so we can, get that laundry service kind of thing. But so I want to check.
Well, I take that back. On one of our cruises, it was our cold cruise. This is what scares me about Alaska. We went on a cruise. I did not pack for cool weather, and it was January, and everybody thinks it's January. You should know, but no, every January we go. We went January every year, and most of them were extremely warm. But this one was windy and cool, and I had 1 pair of capris, and I wore them, and I sat on a lounger on the Lido, and I got they're white, and I got blue on my butt. Don't know what is the blue off the lounger.
I think it's just the blue off the lounger. I don't know, but
and they laundered those pants actually 2 or 3 times for me. So that's the only laundered pair of laundered
for free, and they done it twice. Trying to get that out, and they didn't get it out completely.
And then paid me for my pants.
They gave you like $20 on board credit or something for it. I mean,
they weren't an expensive pair of
No.
Capris. So
But I mean,
I thought it was great customer service.
great customer service. That was Carnival, and they done. I mean, excellent, no doubt. Yeah, we don't get any free check luggage, but
Mary Ellen Dillon, that was a cruise. You said your coldest was out of Charleston. That was
so
out of
ours.
Charleston.
Yeah, I was out of
and
Charleston.
that's our closest cruise port. So we do prefer to cruise out of Charleston if it wasn't for the fact they only go to the Bahamas pretty much. Now, if you go on some of the Journey cruises, you get a little further out. But usually for the
they only started doing that here lately. But and they started going to Bermuda like once or twice too during the year. But then, of course, the pandemic hits and that kind of thing. And so there ain't been a whole lot. But we do love Charleston. We can get there in 3.5 hours. The sunshine is down there right now. I mean, it was a pretty good ship. I know some people didn't like the sunshine. But we had nothing bad to say about it. And the port, the only thing I can say about the port, besides the price, and I think they're all overpriced as far as parking at the port, but you have to park and then walk so doggone far. And then you check it. Yeah, it don't hurt us. I mean, really, I can always use the exercise for sure. But you got to walk all the way and check in, through Carnival. Well, you get shuttle service from the check-in to the customs area. So, you go through that. But other than that, it's a great place. We really enjoy Charleston. We'd love to, I guess a longer cruise, you might can go some different places. Mary Ellen Dillon says, I love Charleston. I got friends there. It was Carolina Country Music Cruise. They had buses to shuttle us over. Awesome. Yeah, we enjoyed it. We've been out of Charleston 3 times, I think.
I actually grew up in Charleston until I was 5.
And yeah, Alma, she actually grew up in Charleston until she was 5 years old. So we definitely like Charleston. It's a great place. The city. Now we're not being really, to hang out or anything like that. But there's a lot of great food down in Charleston. A lot of Southern cooking, that kind of thing. They got different tours that you can go on. It's an old, it dates back to at least when the country was founded in the 1700s and stuff. So a lot to see down there, a lot to eat and all that good stuff. I know Carolina Country Music too. I know down in Myrtle Beach, which is just right there close to Charleston, not far from Charleston. They have a country music festival down there each year, or did, and a lot of good stuff. Neil's saying that the weather in Alaska is a good bit warmer than where he's originally from, so he'll probably still be wearing shorts. That's what I was thinking. Here in North Carolina during the wintertime, most of the time we don't really get that cold. And
we, even in the cold, we wear flip-flops and sandals.
I wear flip-flops.
We'll have a pair of long pants and flip-flops and sandals.
I've been known to wear flip-flops, my cargo shorts,
and a hoodie.
And still, so I can still see me doing that on the cruise ship. Now, if I got to stay outside any length of time, I can see that I'd probably want to have some pants on and all that kind of stuff. What's going on, Darian? What is going on? Magnificent journey with Darian's here. I hope that leg's getting better, my friend. No doubt. That was a crazy. He, waited all that flipping time to go to Germany. Because he loves Germany.
He does.
He loves Germany, and he waited all that time to go to Germany, and then he had that accident over there and broke his leg, and that was crazy. But I'm glad he's doing much better for sure. Mary Ellen Dillon says she loves Myrtle Beach.
We don't.
We're not big fans of Myrtle Beach.
It's the closest. Not closest, but that's pretty nice.
I think, as kids, we liked it better.
Any beach as a kid.
Exactly. But then as we've gotten older, I think.
When you see Half Moon Cay, how do you go back to Dirty Myrtle?
That's what we say. After we hit the Caribbean and saw that beautiful blue water, You go to Myrtle Beach and it's a greenish brown, and you go, this just ain't the same. It just ain't the same. But I mean, still, you can still have fun down there for sure. I mean, we've been down there for the weekend just to go down there and hang out, and still had a great time for sure.
Yeah, I'm not saying like we didn't have fun. It's just
it just doesn't compare to the Caribbean. I mean, when you try to compare it, it's like, dang, it just ain't the same. Now, of course, my mom and dad, they go down there to Myrtle, and they love it. Of course,
and Myrtle has gotten very rough. It's almost like going to the poor countries when you cruise, the poor countries, just crime and aggressiveness, and they're not trying to sell you stuff as much, but
yeah, I mean it's gotten. I think it's gotten worse over the years, but maybe they'll clean it up and get things going back. Because I mean, really, at one time Myrtle Beach was like the it beach on the East Coast. I mean, it really was. All right, so.
I like the private islands.
Mary Dillon first, before we get to Neil's question there. She said she went mainly to Myrtle Beach to go see Lee Rice, which I think is a personal friend of hers, which is awesome. But yeah, favorite destination in the Caribbean. What has been your favorite destination?
Private islands.
Private islands like Half Moon Cay, Key, whatever you like.
We actually had this discussion last night. I don't think I have favorites. I try to take everything I can out of where I'm at the time, and I appreciate that. There may be things that I like better than others, but just say this is my favorite.
If I was going to pick one, I think Half Moon Cay would be my favorite because it was our first.
It's nostalgia there. Very first cruise.
Our very first cruise.
First experience of the Caribbean.
Even though we had went to Freeport and
I didn't
Nassau,
care much for
we didn't
Freeport
really
and
care
Nassau
about
the first time, and I still don't. That's probably my least favorite. I'll give you a least favorite.
Well, the last time we went to Freeport, we got a taxi and went to a different beach and had a good time. But
that was the last time. One time.
That was the last time we went to Freeport. Now, the last time in Nassau, we stayed on the cruise ship and the doggone seagull pooped on me. So every time we go to the Bahamas, it's always something. But Cheryl,
closest for us to go to.
Cheryl said, I see Darian saying Half Moon Cay. I mean, we love Half Moon Cay for sure, no doubt. Let me get back over here. Nick P talking about Charleston. He's saying that he'd love to go to Charleston, the Fort Sumter and Civil War history. And I mean, I'd love to go see some of that stuff too. I mean,
we're actually in a very good area where we live to see a lot of things pretty close within 3 or 4 hours.
And we just don't do it.
We don't.
We just don't do it. I see Cheryl saying that San Juan is her favorite. We had a good time at San Juan. We just walked around.
I told Ronnie yesterday, day before, I said, we should go to Carowinds just for footage and show people Carowinds because that's an hour away from us. And my son's like, I don't like roller coaster rides.
I don't like roller coaster rides. They got a big water park because, I mean, the other day it was National Water Park Day, and I think that's what got it started.
Yeah.
National Water Park Day and Carowinds, which is on the border of North Carolina, South Carolina, down south into Charlotte, Fort Mill area. It's great. I mean, I've gone there several times over the years. I mean, I'm not big into roller coasters and all that stuff myself, but it's been a while, and I'd like to go check it out. Now, of course, I did look at the prices and all that, and it was going to cost us for the three of us, it was going to cost us probably about $300
with food.
That's counting food. That's counting parking and food and gate.
Maybe not quite 300, but
it depends on what you eat and all that kind of thing. But I was just going on the safe side, So about $300 for us to go, but.
I think my next favorite.
Marilyn Dale says she can't wait to go to Half Moon Cay in September.
That really, if I had to name a favorite, it'd be Half Moon Cay. But I feel the next one would be Cozumel.
We had a lot of fun in
We
Cozumel,
did.
didn't we?
Well, we've been twice.
We've been twice, and
And
both
both
times we
times,
had good
yeah.
times. The first time we went to the private house, and there was like 9 of us there. You know, we
It
had
just so happened 9 of us,
Mhm.
and only is me and Ronnie and his brother. So the other 6 we did not know.
they was on a different cruise ship.
And they were on a different ship, and it seemed like the majority of us were in healthcare, so we kind of already had a little relationship there and talked about things, and we had such a great time.
And one of the
I kind of wish I got the
guys,
last names of those people.
I know, and I wish
we
we'd
had
stayed
such a
in
good
touch
time.
because we did have a great time. That's one thing we
That's
tried to
before
do better.
That's before we really got into YouTube and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's one of the things we tried to do the last couple of
Learn
trips.
people's names and keep up with people for sure. I mean, because one of them actually, they were living in a different part of the country, but
we met in Florida.
they actually grew up like an hour down the road from us. But
and we had another couple. We met in
see
Florida.
where Chris is in here.
And we found out they lived 30, 40 minutes up the road.
Yeah, I mean, it's
And then on the next cruise out of Charleston, so we met in Florida. We're in Charleston now. Ronnie saw them and he's like, hey. And I'm like, who are you hollering at? And it was the same people that we had.
oh yeah, you talking about Dawn and Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we met them on one cruise ship in Florida. We got on the Glory, I believe it was, and you know, and we saw they was flying down out of Charlotte. I seen them on the airplane, and then we got to talking while I was waiting for the shuttle and that kind of thing. And so we hung out with him a little bit on the ship and got to, he grew up like 30 minutes up the road from us, and they're living like an hour down the road from us. It's crazy. Just like the one cruise we went on, a little Bowling Springs, North Carolina. I mean, where y'all from? Bowling Springs. Oh yeah, I know where that's at.
Went to college there.
I went to college there. Really? The guy went.
His name was Ronnie.
His name was Ronnie. I do remember that. I do remember his name, but yeah, I mean, it's like out of small world. You're in the middle of the ocean, and you meet somebody that knows exactly where you live. Y'all, I mean, you didn't.
Especially when our town has one stoplight. This is not a big area.
I mean, they put up a new town sign. It said one stoplight, one university, one community. No, I don't say that, but it says
one brain. We don't know where they come up with that. Oh.
Mary Ellen Dillon went to Gardner Webb. Yeah, Gardner Webb. I mean, Alma,
that's my alma mater.
She graduated from nursing school at Gardner Webb. We live right across the street from Gardner Webb University.
It's kind of sad though. I did go to nursing school at Gardner Webb, and I just finished paying off my nursing loans this year.
That's right.
And next May, I've been a nurse for 20 years.
Exactly. And I got to start paying on my loan next month, I think. So I got to look into that, but I don't know what I got to pay. But I ain't even got a job yet. How am I going to pay it off? But loving, cruising. I mean, we're going to be on a cruise.
We're very excited.
Gosh.
This is our first cruise since COVID. So we were on a cruise ship January.
February.
Was it February?
Was it February?
No, it was January. January of 2020.
Maybe it was at the end of January into like the 1st of February.
Might have been.
But 2020.
The reason I say I know this is because I ended up getting COVID in February.
I think you had COVID.
I say I got COVID. I don't know. They wouldn't test me.
They would not test her at the time because
name every symptom associated with COVID, and I had it. And they refused to test me because I could not name a person that I knew that had COVID.
Exactly.
So
that was like March.
It was me and my youngest son and one of my grandchildren.
Our grandbaby that was living here. I mean, he had this rash.
He had a viral rash. Covered, sick bag. I got pictures. I mean, just holding him, and he was so pitiful.
I held that baby hours on end. I mean, he just felt bad. I mean,
he's probably the sickest.
He was the sickest. I mean, no doubt. So, I mean, and then of course, we definitely know you had the COVID in the Dominican because they wouldn't let you leave. I mean, they said, no, you cannot get out of here, girl.
Can't
You and
leave.
Raphael, we were quarantined for sure.
And we're certain, we feel certain that Ronnie had it as well because he couldn't taste and smell.
Oh, I'm sure
He had
I
the exact
had
same symptoms.
same system as you.
He just tested negative. Now I feel like if they had tested him again the next day or 2 days after, he was tested
maybe
positive.
even later that afternoon. I think I probably tested. My thing is, and the stuff's ramping up and all that. Just be safe out there, guys. Just protect yourself. You know, whether you choose to get it or not, just protect yourself either way. I mean, it's no joke for sure. And speaking of protecting yourself and all that, and you know, the cruising community. I mean, we want everybody to be safe and our friend Papa Mozo, who, you know, he fell this past, it's been a couple weeks now that he fell and his memory is not all there. And a lot of you know who Papa Mozo is and great contributor to the community. He's a big supporter and, well, they're going to be doing a cruise-a-thon, a pop-a-thon, August 13th through the 15th. And, you know, not only is it our final Friday, but that August 13th is a Friday the 13th. So, you know, if you looked at our thumbnail for our last Friday, I mean, that's where I got that Friday the 13th final Friday thing going on. But
Friday the 13th has always been a lucky day for us.
we love Friday the 13th. But
our first day was a Friday the 13th.
It was.
Had a grandbaby on Friday the 13th.
Exactly.
There's several things we've had on Friday.
So we're not scared of the 13th, but yes, the Friday the 13th in August, there will be a pop-a-thon, and if you're able to and would love to, I know one of our good friends, like, you know, I hate, keep on asking the community for money and that kind of thing. And I understand that because, I mean, we just raised money for Russell, you know, this past week. But here I am, you know, you do whatever, you know, y'all want to do. If you can give your time to help out or if you can, you know, give a few dollars, I'd appreciate it. He'd definitely appreciate it. Good friend of ours. So be looking for that coming up. We will be a part of the Pop-a-thon. We'll probably be doing it on that Saturday, I believe. I think maybe at 2:00 at Saturday. So be looking for more information on that. But you know, what else we got going on? What you reading, baby?
Two children.
Okay, he's talking to Nick.
How is Russell? Russell is getting his stuff together right now. He's got his vaccines.
He said he got his vaccine. He said he's now has to get some kind of training. You know, he got his medical paperwork and stuff. He's got to do his training to get back on the cruise ship and that kind of thing. So, you know, fingers crossed in the next couple of weeks, he'll be assigned a ship. I know Brad, he's assigned a ship. He's already on that ship. Steve's been assigned a ship. And he's just waiting to go and get on that ship. The last I heard, I hadn't talked to him this past week. So, you know, that's the reason why no more Thirsty Thursday like we used to have. It's a whole new thing.
Which is great.
Which is great because, I mean, we started it to help them out. So it is great for sure. Ain't no doubt.
Which was on one of our daily walks.
Yep,
That's when it was decided.
Exactly. It was like, we need to do something. And Salma said, hey, let's raise money for the cruising community. Let's get these guys on there and allow them to play and all that kind of thing. So good stuff.
We were talking just how hard COVID had hit people, and as bad as, you know, we think things are, we're lucky. We're lucky. I'm working. I mean, my job's bumping, but not everybody's like that. Exactly
right. So definitely, I mean, so with your help, we gave back a lot to this community through the Thirsty Thursday, and that just makes me love y'all even more because, hey, you know,
even the first conversation we had, Russell, he was so appreciative. I mean, just like tears in his eyes and his wife's eyes and his kids' eyes, but he showed us all of them.
No, he was on the phone. He called me on Facebook Messenger. He called me, and he had his wife there and his mother there, and they're praying and this, that, and other, and I'm like, Russell, I can't promise you anything. All I can do is give you a platform, and hopefully we can help you out a little bit. And I think over the past year, we have helped them all out, and I appreciate all of that. And it's again,
we're going to seek out a cruise ship that Russell's on. When he gets back on it, we're going to try to find a cruise ship he is on, so we can cruise with Russell.
Absolutely, because we would definitely love to do that for sure. But until then, we're just going to cruise on every cruise ship we can get on. That's how we can do. We can't wait to get on that Carnival Miracle. Ford Man, thank you. Yes, great show as always. Thank you, sir. Now, guys, Ford Man, he goes live on Friday nights at 9 p.m. He does trivia. I mean, he has a great show. I mean, check Ford Man out. Ford Man is a great guy, baby. I told you that 100 times. Ford Man, got to meet him down in Helen, Georgia. I mean, good times for sure, no doubt. And they'll be doing that again, next year. So definitely be checking with Darian on that. I don't know if we'll be able to make that one or not. I can't
Maybe.
remember.
I think I'm off.
I think you're off that weekend. So if we can, we could probably want to, check
even
that
for
out.
A day.
Even if it's a day trip like I done last time. Got that. I mean, there's all kinds of things going on for sure. Oh, he's going 8 p.m. I hear you, Ford Man. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. New time, awesome. 8 p.m. There you go. So right after this show, in like 4 minutes, he's going live, guys. So, hey, go check out Ford Man. I know Q's Cruisers, they also go live, but I don't know if they're going live tonight. I don't remember seeing anything from Sarah that they was going live tonight. So I'm not sure. No, I think last week they was going to a concert with Miss Mary Ellen Dillon. Yeah. I think they went to a concert. So
that's the good thing with things reopening. I know we're like stuck with Delta variant popping up right now. Yeah, the threat of things closing again, but right now with things opening again, I'm so happy when someone has a life. They can go do things. They're not at home trying to find out what's on YouTube. They're out doing things, and that's great.
Awesome. Man. We love that. We love that.
That is the goal.
Absolutely. This was, out of a necessity of, hey, let's keep each other entertained. We met a lot of great people too during this time for sure. Miss Joyce, she's saying, let us know about the Helen trip. Might be able to hook up with y'all. Hey, absolutely.
Love you, Joyce.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember the exact dates for that, but we definitely need to check that out because maybe we can do that. It's like March, I think.
Yeah, I think March.
But I'm not 100%. We'll have to get with Darian on that.
I did look at the dates on my calendar. I was pretty certain I was off that weekend.
We got Neil saying, I think it's wonderful how the two of you have been giving back to the travel community. Y'all underscore the fact it doesn't only, that's right. It doesn't consist of just the travelers, for those who work in the travel industry. I mean, yes, it sucked for us for sure. No doubt, but there's
we've definitely gotten back more than we've ever given.
Oh yeah, I've gotten more, no doubt. I mean,
this community has kept us sane during COVID.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've had our ups and downs.
Got a little leaky there for a little bit.
Well, we've had our ups and downs for sure. But it's getting better and better and better, and we have met a lot of great people. Whether it was in person or online,
Marco
Polos, all that stuff. We're not sure, Joyce, exactly what time it was, but we will definitely, if we'll find out, and we'll let you know. Because we'd love to hang out with you and Mike. I think that would be a great opportunity to get back together for sure. But here it is, 7:59. It's our last Friday, guys. It's our last one. I mean, it's a bittersweet. We're not going away. It's just.
Honey asked last night, does that mean we're not going to see you anymore? I'm going to try to get on Thursdays. It is hard for me when I work 3 days in a row of 12s. I'm tired.
It's harder, but maybe we can get her at least to pop in for a minute or two.
I might look rough, but I'll try to get on.
Exactly. It's going to be harder for her, but hey, guys.
Call it rough day.
No, she don't. She don't never. Hey, Mary Ellen said the concert was crazy but amazing. My guys knocked it out of the park. Awesome. Nick P said, flying to Georgia in November. Can't wait to spend 30th birthday in the South. Cool deal. Mary Ellen doesn't. Q's Cruise not going live, but check out their blog from Maui. Released they got a blog. That's cool. Beach, please. We love you as well. I mean, glad you could pop in for sure. But hey, guys, it's 8 o'clock. You know, we've got, I know Q's Cruiser's not going on, but our good friend Kenneth, he's going live. So hey, go check him out. 9 o'clock. You've got Honey. You got us and more at 9 o'clock. You've got, what else you got tonight? Down on the Cruisers at 10 o'clock. You've got our friends Two Travel and Tour going live at 11 o'clock. So there's plenty to do. And of course, check us out next Thursday night, 9 p.m. Hey, on the Life is Good Today channel. It will be Thursday. We love you guys. Can't wait to hang out with you again. And let's get out of here. How do we do it?
Better beware. It's a jungle in there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ring, Mr. Ric Flair. I done lied on you to a little known fact. Whenever it moves, well, it's always be flat.
Actually, see shop, but who's checking?
He even knows where the hippest knows at. To get any pretty woman in the world, he wants just like that. Woo! Who's that? Sitting over there. Woo! Sporting that big underwear. Woo! More glorious platinum hair. All young pretenders, well, you better beware. Woo!
Woo!
All right, guys. Love you. Go check out Mr. Four-Man, Kenneth Oakes, and we'll see you next Thursday. Woo! 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 Woo!